Inquest findings into the murder of 21-year-old woman Lilie James have been handed down in Sydney more than 2 years after she was killed by an ex-boyfriend. In her findings, the New South Wales coroner has warned young people to reconsider sharing their locations with partners after evidence Paul Thijssen stalked Lilie James before killing her. Reporter Isabel Rowe joins us now from the New South Wales Coroner's Court. Isabel, the coroner has gone through some of the facts of this case. Can you take us through them?
Well, Lilie James was a young woman described as outgoing and confident. She was 21 years old and she was working as a water polo coach at St Andrew's Cathedral School in Sydney CBD. She died by multiple blunt force traumas to her head and neck. And those traumas were inflicted on her by Paul Thijssen. He's a 23-year-old man who she had broken up with a few days earlier, ended a short relationship that they were in. The New South Wales Coroner's Court has heard today that Paul Thijssen stalked her physically 7 times in the lead up to killing her, and that he rehearsed how he would kill her. And we know that because during this hearing we heard and saw CCTV of Paul Thijssen in a hardware store buying a hammer specifically for this attack. He was shown waving the hammer around, practicing with it. He was also shown trying to go in and out, or practicing going in and out of the bathroom that he eventually killed her in. Paul Thijssen, of course, after the death, went to Vaucluse in Sydney's eastern suburbs, and he either fell or jumped off Diamond Bay Reserve to his death. And so the coroner confirmed that his death was a suicide.
And we've heard from Lilie James's parents outside court. Isabel, what did they say?
They made a very short and emotional statement. It's the first time we've heard from them outside court. They spoke about Lilie, of course, being remembered fondly every day. They talked about domestic violence and the fact that they wanted the media to report a lot on domestic violence, and they made a comment about how the media reported on domestic violence. Have a listen.
Please, if it's been a while since you talked about violence or abuse against women, whether that's home, at work, or with friends or in the community, please start that conversation. Awareness, education, and speaking up matters. And also, one important thing, please don't report on positive comments. Saying people are good blokes, men, delightful, it's not acceptable, it's disheartening and it's cruel. So please.
And has the coroner made any recommendations, Isabel?
She has. She focused her recommendations around a lot of what she talked about in this inquest findings today, which was the issue of domestic violence, of intimate partner violence and gendered violence. She said that it was a scourge, and she said that often it was the case statistically that intimate partner violence was something that was premeditated. And so her recommendations focused on education for young men and boys in particular, through schools and universities and even in the workplace. She made special mention of sharing locations. She said she wanted young people to consider who they shared their locations with on Snapchat or Find My Friends, given that was one of the ways that the court heard that Paul Thijssen tracked Lilie James. She also talked about the media reporting of domestic violence, and that media should be careful to describe perpetrators as a good bloke, as behaviour being out of character before the facts are known, because she said, as the evidence showed and what was heard in this inquest, that often these things were premeditated.
Isabel, thank you. And if this story has raised any issues for you, you can get help by calling the National Sexual Assault and Family Violence Counselling Helpline on 1800 RESPECT, which is 1800 737 732.